Hey guys, so I'm here to do a quick follow-up video on my monogram Pochette Métis, the Defective one from 2015. I just wanted to jump on here and let y'all know that it was a very quickly process of returning the bag. I texted my SA and told her that I would bring my bag in. Now, this is after she had already told me, yeah, you can just bring the bag in anytime and we'll look at it for you and make sure that it is part of the defective era of bags. So I texted her finally 2 weeks ago and I told her that I was gonna bring my bag in and have her look at it. And she kind of gave me a weird reply. She was like, okay, has customer service contacted you about bringing your bag in? And I was like, no. Remember I talked to you and told you that I had that bag and I needed to bring it in to get it checked. Now I did another video on the defects that I found on my bag, and I found those just within a couple of weeks. I had checked my bag, and then a few weeks later I checked my bag again and I noticed the issues with the bag. And if you want, you can check out my other video on that. So anyway, she said, oh, no worries, just bring in the bag and I will look at it for you. So I was like, okay. So I took my bag in. I already knew that she was gonna tell me to bring the bag in, or that the bag was defective. I already knew that. So I drove over there and I pulled out the bag and she said right away, yep, it's defective, you don't want this bag. And I went ahead and showed her the crack on the flat part that connects there. And she said, oh yeah, well, the glazing here on the front, it's bubbled, and that's the major problem with these bags is the glazing is the issue. And I said, okay, so do I, my credit, do I get the price of what the bag is now? I just wanted to clarify that. I knew she was gonna say yes, but for this video, I wanna clarify that. You get the price of the bag right now, which I believe is $18.30. I could be off, but it's around $18.30. And I said, okay, do I get a credit that is also including the tax for the bag? Because even though I bought the bag back in 2015, it has gone up in price several times since I purchased the bag. So I'm pretty sure the price of the bag now covers my tax anyway, but I wanted to make sure I got every penny for the bag. And she said, yes, it includes the tax. The tax will also be added, so you get a full credit for the bag. I said, okay. And she goes, it just goes on a gift card. I said, oh, okay, so does the credit expire? Because I've heard multiple people in the past say, oh, well, I only have so many days to use the credit. My credit's about to expire. I have to hurry up and go pick out a bag. What should I get? Now with this bag, I don't know if this is a new thing that LV's doing, or if this is just with this bag, or if this is how they handle things now with defective bags. But they give you the credit on a gift card and it does not expire. She said it never expires. It's just like a gift card if somebody were to purchase you a gift card. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's nice to know. So anyway, if you have the bag, just take it into the store and have them look at it. And if it's within those dates, I think they'll just automatically take the bag. I don't even think there has to be anything wrong with the bag. I think it just has to be within that date, because when she looked at the date, she said, oh, well, it's in this date, in the date range anyway. So, you know, this bag it's a goner. You're not gonna take this bag home. And I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of told her, well, can I just have a minute with my bag? Because this is actually my very first Louis Vuitton bag purchase, and this bag has been everywhere with me. It just holds a lot of sentimental value. So can I just have a minute, you know? So I just kind of was, I guess, being a goober, I don't know, over my bag. I'm sure there are some of you that have an attachment to one bag because of some reason or another. So I know I'm not the only one out there that's like this, but anyway, so that was that. I mean, it literally took me 5 minutes to do the return on the bag. I was shocked because I thought it was going to be an ordeal just because of the text she sent me. I was thinking, oh God, you know, and I didn't know if, because I had texted her prior to me driving over there and asked her, you know, I've never done this, so does somebody check the bag right then? Do you have to send the bag out? Or, you know, am I gonna have to like wait around? Like, or, you know, do I get an immediate answer? Because I was trying to get ready to go on vacation, and the next day I was leaving at 3 in the morning. So I kind of wanted to be able to know right then and there if I was gonna get a credit or, you know, what the deal was gonna be. And she didn't even respond to that. She just said, oh, well, did customer service contact you? And I said no. And, you know, should I contact them, you know, first before I drive over there? And she said, oh, no, just bring the bag in and I'll look at it for you. I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, it was seamless for me to return the bag. I would just suggest to you, if you have the bag from 2015, just take it in. And my bag was a made in France bag. She did not say that it was a certain, you know, made in or area of where the bags were made. That's why they were doing the exchange. All she said was, oh yeah, the 2015 bags, there's an issue with them, and it's the glazing, so we're just taking those back. I know I had seen another video where someone had said it was in a certain area, and that just wasn't the case with mine. Like I said, mine's made in France, so I know other people have had made in USA bags and they took theirs back, so whatever. I would just say, go take your bag in, and they should pull it up in your account and know right away if it's if your bag is a defective one or not. But like I said, I didn't see any problems on my bag when I checked it 2 months ago, and then I checked it about a month later and I saw the problems. So it just happened like that. It's kind of weird, and I hadn't even used the bag within those, you know, few weeks that the problems had occurred. So I would just go check your bag out, and if it's a 2015 year, just automatically take your bag in. Just take it in. Just take it in your dust bag and say, I would like to have my bag checked to see if it's part of the so-called defective batch or the recall, or, you know, whatever it is that you want to call it. And, you know, I just want to make sure I don't have a bad bag. And that's it. I mean, that's all you got to do. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that and what happened with the bag and how the return process went. They did have a Pochette Métis in the Empreinte and the Noir, and I tried it on and I fell in love with that bag. I did not take it home because I do have a hard time paying that price point for Louis Vuitton items. I know y'all are probably thinking, oh, well, you just got that backpack. Yes, and I wish I had this credit at that time, because I would have just gone, returned that backpack and used my credit towards it. Things like that, though, that are like a limited type of item that I have a less of a hard time paying for things like that and an item like a backpack, you know. Now for a purse, I'm kind of like, if it reaches that $2,000 point, I'm kind of like, do I really need that? No, I don't. And the only reason I thought about maybe purchasing the Pochette Métis and the Empreinte now is because I have the credit. So it's really not like I'm going and spending more money on a bag. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of putting a little bit of money with the credit of a bag I purchased 4 years ago. So I don't know, I'm kind of leaning back and forth, you know, should I use my credit on an Empreinte bag or like maybe a more expensive bag that I normally wouldn't just go in and buy like all at one time, you know what I mean? Because I do have a hard time justifying really high priced bags like that. That's why I don't own any Chanel bags. I do have Chanel sunglasses. I do love their sunglasses. But I do not own any Chanel bags or, you know, anything really that costs over that $2,000 price point. Just because to me it's, I have a little boy and it, you know, maybe if it were just me and I knew that someone wasn't gonna potentially damage my bag, because the Chanel bags, you have to be quite careful with them. The leather, especially that caviar leather, it easily scratches. And you know, maybe once when I'm older and my son is older, maybe then I might be able to justify a bag, you know, getting a bag like that, but it would have to be something that I would use all the time. So anyway, back to the Louis Vuitton Empreinte. I don't have anything in Empreinte, and I asked my SA, you know, is this durable? You know, what if I get caught in the rain? Is it okay if it gets rained on? And she said it's okay, it's not ideal. She said, but just make sure you dry it off right away if you get caught in the rain with it. Okay, well, I do that anyway with my canvas bags. But sometimes when you get leather wet, it kind of warps the leather, or, you know, I don't know, it kind of has a weird reaction to rain sometimes. But anyway, let me know if any of y'all have the Pochette Métis and the Empreinte leather. Just let me know, like, has yours had any issues with it? Have you got caught in the rain with it? Has anything happened to it? Just let me know how it's wearing. Because a lot of times when I see Empreinte pieces on people, or like on Fashion File or something, they look horrible. It's like they don't retain their shape, and it just looks like a big blob of, you know, leather there. The embossing, I know, does kind of fade over time. So that's also like a con for me, and that's why I've never actually bought an Empreinte bag. I might would buy something like a Felician Empreinte or something, you know, because you're not going to use that all the time, and I think that would obviously keep its shape. I don't know about the embossing though, so let me know in the comments below if y'all have the Pochette Métis and the Empreinte, and you know how durable it is, how it's held up, or anything like that. And let me know if you think I should use my credit for that bag. I'm not gonna, I know right now I'm definitely, I say that now, but I definitely I'm not in like any type of hurry to use my credit. I want to wait a little bit because I know they are coming out with a Speedy with the reverse giant print, and I thought about using my credit towards that. I don't know if I will like it though, so I'm kind of on the fence about that. But you know, they always have things coming out. There are some other bags that I would like to get into my collection before, you know, the price goes up anymore or they discontinue them. So I may use my credit towards something like that. I'm just not sure. I'm interested to know though, like if you had a credit for the amount of the Monogram Pochette Métis, what would you get? Let me know in the comments below, and I can't wait to see your comments and what you suggest. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video on that note, and I hope y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and please hit the like. Thank you, I appreciate it.